Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and today we're going to be talking about, well, kind of something what's happening to HBO Max and what's been going on, kind of the catalyst effects of everything that's happening due to Batgirl, because apparently they are doing some major layoffs, and it's not looking too great for the company. Let's get right into the article. HBO Max reportedly laying off employees, moving away from scripted TV content. Layoffs are coming to HBO Max. The Wrap reports Warner Bros. Discovery plans to lay off 70% of the streamer's development business, including significant layoffs for HBO Max executives and staff to minimize redundancies with HBO and a combined streaming service with Discovery Plus. The entertainment news outlet says a major restructuring to both HBO Max and Discovery Plus will be announced during the Warner Bros. Discovery earnings call on Thursday or shortly thereafter. HBO Max is also moving away from making scripted TV content dubbed Max Originals in favor of increasing unscripted offerings, the Wrap reports. Well, it probably makes a lot of sense considering the fact that a lot of their scripted stuff is most likely garbage, which I would call the same thing with Netflix. A lot of their scripted stuff, the stuff that they have made, has been honestly quite terrible. Again, I'll mention over and over, is that the Yu Hakusho thing will be terrible. Nobody will watch it, and it will fail just like Cowboy Bebop. Again, when you have Tagashi's writing, it takes a certain level of intellect and talent to be able to write such characters and such depth into them. And unfortunately, that we have writers of today that are in the U.S. that don't have such talent or any creativity whatsoever. Because if we've noticed anything about the woke mob or what our current people do, is that they'll remake movies because they don't have the creativity to create a new movie, or they'll remake something else or they'll just copy something or steal something essentially from somebody else because they have no creativity whatsoever. So this is what they do because they have no ability to make anything. And they have to add their own woke BS into it because they want to ruin people's lives or ruin what we have, and quite honestly, it's not selling, it's not doing well. Here's the thing. If your guys' great plan to ruin the TV shows, great. See, the only thing you're going to end up marketing to is people that are the fans. And after the debacle of your bullshit of what pretty much everything that you have is going to not cater to the fans because the fans already know how bad it's going to be. Here's the thing. After the Avatar The Last Airbender movie and Dragon Ball Evolution, those two movies ever since then has always put an immense bad taste in people's mouths of how bad live action anime movies are, okay? And ever since then, they have all been absolutely horrendous. I think the only good one that even came out was Rurouni Kenshin, and that was even from the US. That was from actually the Japanese by themselves, but from what I heard, they kept the soul of the actual show. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I've been hearing. And that's what you need in order to make it work. Now, here's the thing. Rurouni Kenshin, you can technically actually make it work because there's a lot less of flashy stuff, more realistic stuff can happen, and all that, and that's the reason why you can make something like Rurouni Kenshin, because it's not that difficult to do, whereas you have things like Dragon Ball Z, Yu Hakusho, One Piece, or Bleach, or even I'm going to say Naruto. You can't make this stuff very easily because it costs millions and millions of dollars because you have to pay the actors, and then after you pay the actors, you have to pay, you have to pay for the actual, animation and everything else. So, it's very, very expensive on top of everything. So, you have to get everything correct, and you won't get it correct. And you have shown this time and time again. You'd think you would stop after the Cowboy Bebop, but you didn't. and of course you won't learn you won't learn anything. You'll keep on remaking stuff that you want to try to ruin. And here's the thing: the only thing that you're going to do is that you're going to find new people that haven't seen Yu Yu Hakusho and watch it, and that's only going to remove people from, the people that have not watched Yu Yu Hakusho. The people that have watched Yu Yu Hakusho or any of the anime that you have produced will be immediately dismissing it. Why? Because you have time and time again have shown how terrible your actual content is and how terrible most anime shows are. So you're not going to be catching me watching it, and you're not going to be catching, I think, a lot of people watching it, because we all know how terrible it's going to be. So you're not going to do well in sales. It's going to flop. And it's going to be a reincarnation of Cowboy Bebop. And here's the thing: if you think that Yu Yu Hakusho has less of a fan base, or less of a fan base, or more of a fan base than Cowboy Bebop, you're going to be delusional. Everybody loves Togashi's work. It's great, and he has way more in-depth characters, probably, I would say, in the anime universe, probably besides maybe One Piece, because One Piece is going on for so long. But you're not going to be able to recreate it. And you guys are going to try desperately, but it's going to fail. And this is part of the reason why I think HBO Max has to stop doing this, because Batgirl did terrible. A lot of their originals are, I think, doing terrible. So, that being said, if they're not doing good, they have to cut it off. And that's what's because you guys can't make good content. You can't make good shows, because everything that you have has to have woke stuff, and nobody wants to do woke. And that's the thing. What I would like to do is create an anime in America, but that's not really, that wasn't out here last Airbender, right? And show these people, just like Eric D. July is, and show these people, like, this is how you create an anime, this is how you do stuff. I'm not saying I'm this best writer, and all that. In fact, I haven't been writing a lot of stuff because I feel like I'm not adequate or good enough to write something until I can get my full bearings on everything. So, yeah. Let's continue with the article. Warner Bros. Discovery shocked the world earlier this week, and when it revealed that the feature film adaptation of the DC Comics character Batgirl would no longer be released on any platform, neither theatrically or on HBO Max. Multiple explanations have been given why the studio showed the film it had already spent $90 million on, including poor reception by moviegoers, monetary concerns, and a strategist shift in leadership at the company. On Wednesday, reports surfaced that the HBO Max had quietly removed 6 Warner Bros. Films over the past few weeks as part of what appears to be a larger tax write-off. The titles removed include Superintelligence, Moonshot, the 2020 remake of Witches, and an American Pickle, Charm City Kings, and Lockdown. Warner Bros. Discovery previously stated it anticipates cutting $3 billion in expenditures over the next 2 years, investing the savings in streaming content. Well, yeah, I mean, because you got, again, it's just woke stuff. You gotta stop making it, and the only way to stop making it is to then the only way to, like, not hemorrhage money is to do this. And you had to do a lot of tax write-offs, or have to do this layoff thing, because 90 to 100 million is a lot of people, and that is not good, because you didn't get any money from it. You didn't get, like, some money or whatever, some type of compensation from it, and you failed at that miserably. But I'm always very happy to see woke content fail, because I don't like woke content. I just want characters to be in there because they're that, not because they just wanted to add it because diversity or inclusivity. Knock off with that BS, man. We all know what you truly people are. You're the true racists, and true racists, true sexists in the society. And you say that you're not, but everything that we've seen so far is pointing to that you really are. So, we'll go to this one. Warner Bros. Discovery has been quietly cutting other movies amid Batgirl cancellation. Warner Bros. Discovery has been trimming down their offerings on HBO Max, including abruptly removing several films from the streaming platform, and they include sci-fi rom-com Moonshot, Superintelligence, and all the others that were noted before. The removals were noted by a Reddit user in a post about the Batgirl movie being shelved, with no plans for coming out of the theaters or streaming. One upcoming release, a reboot of the company film House Party, has also been removed from the release calendar for HBO Max. Movies and series do have streaming platforms all the time, but subscribers usually get a notice before those removals happen. In the past, HBO Max has released monthly updates on what's arriving and leaving their service, but these 6 were removed without notice. Moonshot was removed from HBO Max just a few months after its March release. There are also still several exclusives from Warner Bros. Still available to watch on HBO Max, alongside the other removed films, are still available digitally for purchase or to rent elsewhere. Last May, Warner Bros. And Discovery finalized a deal for $43 billion to merge into one in an effort to give another streaming giants like Netflix a run for their money. Then, a few months ago, it was revealed that Discovery would bring together 2 streaming services, HBO Max and Discovery Plus. Yeah, I'm not really too surprised considering that how much money they lost, and let's see what happens. So far, I think it's a bad move, honestly, that they're actually spending money for $43 billion for Discovery Plus, or Discovery in general. And here's the reason why. It's because Discovery is becoming woke, and we all know on how that's going to work. When you 2 companies merge and you want to make more woke stuff, you're not going to actually produce anything. Sure, you might get more content at the beginning, but at the end of it, it's going to be 2 woke companies merging with another woke company, and eventually you'll see Discovery Plus failing as well. And I can't wait till they do. And I want other companies to coming out and fighting against these companies, because we don't need them here. We need to change the culture, and the only way to change the culture is make other companies that can rise up against it. And I know you people that watch me on the site, you all have the ability to do so. Make something that you truly are passionate about and fight against this culture war that we're in, and they'll see that what the people really think. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. See you in the next one. Take care.